So if you listen to my last episode, you know that I was talking about a book called The Six Types of Working Genius by Patrick Lencioni. I mentioned this book to my cousin, and he suggested another book by Patrick Lencioni called The Three Big Questions for a Frantic Family. And the one question that really popped up there, and the core question of the book really, was this question: what if we ran our families the way that we ran our businesses? And I was really struck by that statement, and I was like, "Oh wow, let's explore this further." And a book that I would highly recommend to read, because it just was just so many eye openers. Because every time I meet people, they ask me, "Oh, you've got 4 kids. How do you manage?" And I've got 4 little kids, and so I've had to really push myself to figure out ways to manage with 4 kids, and figure out systems and things that will work for my family of our family of 6. Okay, so this quote inspired the thought: what am I doing right now to streamline my business that I can do to streamline my family life? So, and last year my 2023 was about systems and automations, and to put systems and automations in place for my business, so that I'm able to run some of those things on autopilot without actually having to physically be there and trying to use my brain space to do things all the time. So I kind of thought, if I had to take these systems and automations and translate it into my family life, what would that look like? And the answer was habits. Okay, so what are the habits? Because at the end of the day, when you if you start a habit, and if you keep going for 21 days, if you do the same thing over and over and over again every day for 21 days, it becomes a habit, and it kind of becomes like an autopilot or an automatic thing that goes on in your brain. And so if you can take, if you want to sort of achieve something, and if you can take that and create that into a habit in your life, then those kind of those kind of things gets on autopilot, and then they become something that just happen automatically without your brain having to think about doing it. So I kind of thought, what are the tasks that take a lot of my time right now and my bandwidth, and that I can automate? So how does that work at home? So it looked like, for me, meals are a big thing, right? So if I thought, okay, if I do this easy or same breakfast every day that don't require thinking, and if I do the same lunchbox every day that don't require thinking for the kids, right? So that's a sandwich, a fruit, a veggie, and a snack. Same dinner roster meal. So that obviously you cannot have the same dinner every day, because people are going to feel fed up with that. But if I can have the same sort of a roster, and then same sort of a weekend lunch and dinner plans, and the same rotating grocery list each week. If I buy my meats in bulk maybe and pack them to smaller portions, like 500 grams or something, then if we do in New Zealand, we have click and collect, where we order the thing online, and you just go and collect it from the store. And again, you can save your grocery list and just kind of redo that again, so that you don't have to think about what you're going to do every week. Then maybe have a day where I prep all of my meals and put them in the freezer, some of the meals, so that I have freezer meals for whenever I require, when I cannot actually physically be there to do the things. And then I have a lunchbox prep day and freeze all of those things, or maybe I can make some soup and freeze it and put in the lunchbox or whatever. So those are the kind of things that I was thinking about last year. And then about other habits. So for example, me, I realized that I was really struggling with getting brain space to function. And so I thought, okay, if I wake up earlier than the rest of them and get their breakfast and lunches ready before the kids wake up, then I'm actually able to help them with the morning routine, and it's not as chaotic as it was. And honestly, I've put all of these, quite a lot of these things, not all of them. This is just brainstorming that I did, but I put quite a lot of these things into place in this last year, 2023, and I'm sharing this with you now because I actually did them, and it has worked, and it has been amazing. Because me, the morning routine and the evening routine has always been a big tussle in my family. It's been a big bag of chaos, but just this one simple routine or habit that I've created of waking up an hour or two earlier And of course, sleeping earlier the previous night. But like waking up and then getting all of this stuff sorted before my kids wake up has made a huge difference to the calm in my family. It has made a huge difference in the calm that I have experienced in my energy levels. And kind of have the same routine every day for my kids. So like they wake up, they go to the toilet, they get dressed, do their shoes and their hair and their breakfast. And then they're in the car and they're done. So I've noticed, like I played around with this, and I noticed that if my kids wake up and then come to the table and have their breakfast, they're kind of sitting there chatting, and then it's suddenly like, oh my gosh, it's time to go, get dressed quickly, and da, da, da. But we've kind of switched that around and kind of go, okay, wake up and dress up first, and then come to the table and like have your breakfast. Because if then that kind of gets, like, it's easier to rush the breakfast than to rush and try and get everybody dressed up. I've got one pair of hands and 4 kids to dress up, So if they do that first and come back. So those are the little tweaks and changes that we've kind of tried and experimented over the course of the year. And of course, kids being kids, you've got to remind them every time and kind of go, okay, look, this is what you're supposed to do. And then when you come back home, you need to take out your lunchbox from your bag. So there is, because they're kids, there's a lot of reminding that needs to go into it. But, for most part, they've now gotten into that habit of doing these things, straight away. Get up and get changed. And quite a few days, I don't have to tell them at all, and they've just already, got changed and come, or they have put their lunchbox away before I can sort of remind them. And that's been great, because then it means like, okay, I can slowly start letting go of a few things, and they can, be independent and do those things by themselves. Then even things like meal planning, because I find it really hard to sort of think, oh my gosh, okay, what am I going to make now? And it takes up a lot of my brain space, the bandwidth that I have. So sitting on Monday mornings and sort of just planning my meals for the week has been a big help. So I have like a little rewritable, reusable board on my fridge that is stuck, a magnet kind of thing. And then I just, write the meals for the week, kind of plan, okay, let's do a fish meal or a beef meal or a chicken meal or a veggie meal or whatever. And I kind of have sorted that out and then kind of go, okay, this is what's in my freezer, this is what I can do, da da da. And so that means that every day when I kind of wake up, I go, okay, what's for today? Right, this is for today. So all I need to do is take it out of the freezer and keep it to defrost. And when it's time to cook, I just cook it. So it just made these little simple tweaks, simple little changes have really made a difference to really kind of systematizing and automating my life in a way. So what if you work, or if you have a business, or if you are doing something at work, and there are obviously productivity measures and things that you are doing at your work. Which of those can you take and translate it into your home life to make your home life a little less chaotic and a little more organized? With that, it was a bit of a long episode, but with that, I just want to say, God bless you. Have a great day. And if you found this helpful, please share and like and comment and reach out to me. I would love to hear from you. Bye.